All right, we took a nice 5-day weekend. We're back. We're back. Coming into the charts bullish. We'll give a quick breakdown. All right, daily chart. We're at all-time highs, so we're looking for nothing but bullishness. I don't want to get in on any on any shorts just yet, unless price really starts to show me that we want to work lower. Right now, YM is failing to take new lows in Q and ESR, so we'll look at that on the 15-minute chart. All right, back to the hourly. So I'm watching this leg. I'm going to be watching this gap and this order block on the 1 hour chart. Turning out the order block now. Then we got that gap lower as well. Right there. 15-minute chart, we just took sell side. Dipped into the new day opening gap. And then these levels here are the daily wick. Daily wicks. All right. That wick and the new day opening gap. Alright, I'm trying to get some B-roll for potential trading video. I need to get me like a phone stand for this instant drop is really good for me too. 15-minute chart. Net opening price. $8.30 price. Run a really deep discount to both. That's good. Oh, look at the 15-minute chart. Like I was saying, let's look at ES and YM. Taking all these lows on NQ and ES. Right here, here's ES. These lows down here. We continue to run. We look at that. But again, these lows here, NQ ES took, YM. Failed to take this low. And then right here as well, took this recent low. That would be that low on NQ and that low on ES. We already took those. So that's good for me as well. So yeah, now we're watching that. If we look as well, current gap, yep, came down, we took PM, where's PM? PM lows would be here. I did not take them, not take them yet. Dollar, I'm still trading in a range on dollar, but overall we have potential to reach some more bearishness right here. We could find support for the long, so hello honey, streaming just so you know. Okay, nobody in there. No, I turned the camera off. You good? Love you. I'm doing that for to make Instagram.
Right. I just needed a little bit more.
Okay.
Love you.
Here, because I woke up and still made her a cup.
Oh, honey, you're so cute.
Love you. Let's see. Nothing yet. Nothing. Oh, wait, turn the cam back on. Could be showing potential bearishness here. Let's see what this macro does. Just have to reject right around here. This is that gap. All-time highs would be full target. Let's find a buy side here. It is a no news day as well. So we want to kind of operate within the macros. We're about to turn into the macro right now. Mark that out. Right now there's SMT here. These lows within QNES and with YM. Major SMT here, here, and here. Both of these. Oh man, your boy didn't even log in. Hold up. Okay. Boom. Gonna have to execute it on this still. This thing takes so long to log into. It's a good change of state delivery there. Good inversion for Valley Gap 2. Let me see if I can get logged in time. Potentially not though. Okay, we are logged in. Let's see. Oh, alright, yeah, we're logged in. So we missed the inversion for Valley Gap here. Stop's gonna be below. There volume imbalance there? No. So then yeah. Version Valley Gap. Stop below consequent encouragement, which we'll do right around here. Three handles risk. Walk with that. Not three handles. Oops. Again, nice SMT at these lows as well for this expansion. I want to see us give a pull back down into there. Potentially even a new day up in a gap. We could reprice to it one more time. I would take that. But I'm not going to ask too much. Macro is starting. Ideally, I want this to play as a potential breakaway gap. Or to block for a gap. I don't want this to get. But
Order filled.
okay. So we had it. Here's the 60 basically. Okay. Good there. For Valley Gap, we're getting into it. We'll get in with the last micro there.
Order filled.
Then we have to adjust our stops again. 1 second. Copy trading it. Here we are. There's our setup. Let's go ahead and close this out just so you can see it. Executions are there. I want to see us try to rip through this and this gap right here. Once we get above this gap here, this inversion gap, I want closure, and then use it to rally, get us all the way up here, and then the same thing when we get here. Ideally, I want this one to get ripped through though, the upper one. So how long for the day? We'll be done after this. There's the disrespect of the gap. That's not what I want to see. Keep that in mind. We're watching dollar. Dollar has a lot of reasoning to continue to work lower, get to these lows, which would free up the move for NQ to start to move with speed, right? So I want to see if dollar can start to work towards these lows here. Look at all this. That's what I want to see there. Which again would initiate the run higher or make it easier for NQ to want to skyrocket up. order block here. Consequent encouragement, failed to reach it. Want to see us work above this high. Let's go watch it 15 seconds, see if we get any supporting candlesticks showing that we want to work higher. Like this. Assets. How's already got taken in ES? Not sign there. Which could mean we could continue with this run lower. This could create a bearish gap here. Right, and if we don't inverse it, like I'm anticipating, using this to fill in more of this, but this hourly gap order block strong for me. I want this to be supporting price higher. That's what I'm looking at. If we're wrong, the other plays out that I pointed out, and it's okay. We walk away for the day. So I want to see speed above these highs. I want to see if we can have some sort of sweep here. Respect that. Run away, turtle soup this potentially. Or fail to on NQ. ES does it. Oh no, ES is lowest down here, yeah. So that could create an SMT there. So if we run these lows, if we do work lower, obviously we want it to work higher. If we do work lower, we can run these lows. Get that SMT with ES and walk away. And start to run higher. 1 minute chart, came back into this, came back above, respected the new day open gap, trading between both of these. New day opening gap and the bullish valley gap. I want to see closure here above the new day opening gap now, because that'll show me it bounced. Right, it closed below the gap, came back up, didn't want to go above the new day opening gap, came back down into the fair value gap, didn't want to go below that, and then came back up and closed above the new day opening gap. And I wanted to see it start to run. So there you go. Dollar is respecting that gap now. It's starting to work lower. I could potentially free up the move for me, like I was saying. Right there, boom, boom, boom. Trading back into the regular trading hours gap as well. So if we look at this here, here's the gap. If you look at this, we actually took a lot of sell side here. Did we take this one? No, so this could be sell side that we could be coming to take. Regular trading hours. So we do have things showing us bearishness, but for me, look at this. Clean delivery here. Respecting this leg here. Running. Change the delivery with a gap. Yeah. Ideally, what I want to see here is stay above the new day opening gap. As long as we're respecting the bullish valley gap, we're good, but I want to see it stay above the new day opening gap as well. I have to post IG real quick. Okay, it's a good expansion above the high. I want to see us continue. I want to get speed here. Alright, dollar already showed that we could be working lower. Real quick. The 1 minute chart, right? It showed it. Want to see speed and getting below these lows. $1 to free up this run higher. That was annoying. I don't know why I just had that playing. Okay. I want to see us get above this inversion gap here. So because we're in a condition where we could potentially reverse lower, thinking of taking early partials unless we start to get some heavy speed to the upside. Yeah, so if you look at NQ and ES, ES is already running above these highs. YM already above these highs, NQ lagging behind. So I might take a first partial at that upper inversion fruit valley gap that I'm expecting us to get to. And then see how we trade past that. Although let's look at the range again. Where are we in discounted premium? Yeah, so that'd be a yeah. Let me adjust my stops real quick. We'll put it below this low now. Once we get above closer above this inversion gap, I'd be willing to put my stop below this low. Expecting this gap to hold us higher, this inversion gap and this gap. I want to get that closure though, so. Dollar took a high again. See us run though. Lower, lower, lower. The initial push down from the gap was a good sign, but I want to see it do it again. So we're trading within a 15-minute gap now. See here on this left side. Play is seeing it inverse. Alright. Business. Took sell side. That hourly gap. Right. So the sell side. Respecting on the hourly, respecting this gap. And that gap. Potential reversal for me. In best case, it'll just still gain profits. We could see a 10 a.m. candle work higher to this range. But we do have a lot of bearishness. We're keeping that in mind. I'm just sticking to the one trade today because I'm not trying to get caught off sides trying to chase these longs. Back into the new day opening gap. I really want this to hold price higher. Just quick rejection. Not the signature I'm trying to see here. Let's look at ES real quick and YM. Yeah, we're taking these highs. Dipping into that 15-minute gap there. On NQ. So we could work to make that run over there. All these PM stack lows and shit too. Could be working lower there. See what happens here. This is also first presented for Valley Gap. We rejected from it strongly. And again, if we look at the regular trading hours chart, came back into the regular trading hours gap. Opening range gap, we have all this down here. I actually wouldn't have closed this. Hold on. Flip bias. Essentially, we're having SMT at these lows as well. For me, all these SMT at these highs are really a tell sign. I think I'm gonna get out, get in on this gap. Honestly. Within our risk, which is the only reason I'm considering it, as long as we stay within our risk. This will be 15-minute gap being respected. SMT with ES. Oh, dollar starting to work lower. Again, that's what I want to see on dollars, so. Just pay attention to how that's playing out as well. Keep that in mind. There's NQ running lower. Could be using this as an inversion gap. Want to really run for these lows. ES has failed to get there just yet. You know, I'm lying. I was about to deviate from my plans. Let me not. I'm just stick to my longs. Still clean for longs. I'm not gonna trip out just yet, bro. Really was about to deviate from the plan. Right on line. Let's not do that. I'm saying let's not do that, brother. I want to see us start to reject this low, turtle soup that low, and run. Dollar starting to work its way lower. If we could get it to start to run for some speed for these lows. relative equal lows there. 3 of them starting to work lower. I want to see speed. NQ took the sell side, respecting the consequent encouragement of the gap right now. And then if you look SMT this low, yes, look, fail, YM all the way down here, right? YM is just running. YM is leading the charge right now for what I'm trying to see, which is that bullishness. So this I'd want to play as an inversion. We can get above that. See if the trade allows us for any additional entries. Nope, risk could still be 3 micros, so nothing to enter on for me. Here we get above this inversion gap. Yeah. No potential scale-ins or pyramid entries. And then if we're looking at this real quick. We're gonna risk to reward here to see what this trade is potentially paying out. So for us to hit and pass on just this trade, it will be all the way up there. So no big deal. We'll probably catch a small winner here. Work our way towards past account. And that's okay. Now SMT. I want to see us get above this high and into that gap. And ideally completely disrespect that gap right here. This one. As of right now, all the macro did was used to reject this low and work back into this gap, filling in this gap more. But we still have a little bit of room in there that it didn't get filled. There's dollar running. So I want to see NQ start to make its way. It failing to here, while dollar is trying to just run lower. Not necessarily the best thing to see, right? Because I want to see it be the reason that it frees up to run higher for NQ. And if it's struggling to still do so, then it's potentially just waiting for a dollar to flip to the upside to free up the sell side runs. But again, that's not what I'm trying to see. We could potentially be getting a London close move around 10:30. Start to see all the speed come in. To potentially work us at least into these highs here. Whoa. Strong bullish candle right now. It's good. Good signs. Dollar still making its move lower. Really good on the 5-minute. So I want these lows to start to get ripped through. Potential pyramid entry with this being a stop. Still be 3 handles, so I'll be willing to move my stop to below this low. Um, once we get above this inversion gap and close above it. Now I don't like that ES is already taking this high. Don't like that. Keep that in mind, right? That's not a good thing for me to see. Not what I want to see. Ooh. I want to see this gap hold price get above this inversion gap still. And I want to see it happen like now. "15-second chart real quick. So there's these lows that we ended up turtle swooping that I was talking about earlier. That right there is a good signature for me, but I want to see us start to, you know what I'm saying? Start to take off. Take off. Oh, and that turtle soup of the lows on the 15-second chart happened at quarter block, 1 block. Good point. Lots of encouragement. Turtle soup of the lows. Failed to. Here. These lows. SYM. Really good signature for me. Just a high resistance liquidity run condition right now in this trade since here. I want to say 27 minutes, and we've just been trading within trading within my entry here, right near my slight drawdown. Showing a lot of reasonings for why we could reject though, but it's not what I want to see just yet. Not what I want to see just yet. Trying to see for buy side targets above. Price. Alright, here's that rejection. I don't want to see that. So I'd be willing to close out this trade here. So because we could potentially be off sides here. Potentially another turtle soup though. ES failing to do so. Nope. Lied, I'm not going to close out, right? We're not going to change the plan here. Risk is still fine. This could potentially be another turtle soup where ES and YM fail to do so. Dollar still want to work lower. And London close. There's the soup. ES, YM did not do so. We're not even near the lows on YM. And ES is like, it's nearby, but it's not that close. ES is just grinding higher, slowly. Dollar's just struggling. I mean, NQ is just struggling to do so. 15-minute. This is where I want the rejection. So we are slightly above our risk for the day though. Keep that in mind. This is where I want rejection. ES and YM are nowhere near. Just showing me a lot of reasoning for why I'm going to go higher. And my stop is valid. So this would be a valid loss. We would literally just be offsides on the day, bro. It's not what I see, right? Now we have another level of SMT with the ES and YM. The only issue is that YM is running higher. It's ripping higher. You know what I mean? Like, these kind of trades are really mentally taxing. I want to see us get above these highs. Get above these highs. This isn't really pertinent to me. This could be a reclaim gap. Yeah. Once you guys get above these highs, and I'll be willing to move, adjust my stop slightly higher to this low, or potentially the gap, depending on how we run through those highs. If we do, could be offsides here. Very valid. Looking at this with EM, I mean ES. Do we take these highs on ES? Yeah, no SMT there. Alright, it's very possible to lose this trade. If we do, let's keep in mind everything was still valid. Longs. Nothing wrong about my longs. Be great. ES is catching up to those lows. To close out of this trade, save myself some.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Order filled.
I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Alright. Dollar still working lower. Giving a potential run higher. London close. Kind of want to be willing. Kind of want to be willing to give this one more stab higher during London close hours. A nice run through it. YM is still ripping for eyes. London close about to start soon. That'll be 30. Just worked our way lower. We're back in discount of this range too. Right? whole play in the first place anyways. Trading into the hourly gap. It was a discount gap. 15-minute gap within it. Still screaming longs for me. Try and just, we do have these lows here. You want to continue to work lower. But I'd rather us not reach it. Like I'd rather see this low get hit and then run away. That runaway will give us enough of a move up to this high at least. And dollar still wanting to work its way lower, expecting that gap right now. I'd want to see speed coming to these lows. Took this low. Recame gap. Don't want to see this as an inversion and this as an inversion. Same with this. But we'll pay attention to this right here. Buy side will be there right at the midnight open. Oh, excuse me. Potential inversion gap entry. Closure above it. Failed to take the lows on the S. IM is just ripping as it's been doing all day so far. Dollar's working lower. Took PM lows here. What was it? Right here, PM lows. And you see on ES, did not. Don't know why I just did that. And we traded back into this gap here. This gap, large gap that wasn't filled from Tuesday, which could cause a problem. I'm saying you want to keep that in mind. Let's take this low. Q. These lows right now are SMT'd on this 15-minute with the S and a Q, which is basically what my trade idea is, trading up into these highs. Is there a volume imbalance here? No, so the closure would actually be there. For bearish, this gap, I want to see whole price lower. Target. This extend the target. Boom. Again, we want to get closure above it first. Nice rejection right now. What's the 15-second looking like? Model 22 formation here. Low, low, boom, break with a gap, respected the gap, ran higher. Dollar still working lower. which is what I want to see. Ugh. And if you're looking at 10 a.m. opening price, this is a potential 10 a.m. power of 3 as well. This right here will be 10 a.m.'s open. Boom. Should be right here. Oh. Look at the 4 hour though. I want to see the 4 hour power of 3. We have a discount gap here. We could potentially reach into first. We're respecting this inversion gap at the moment. Potentially this as a breakaway gap on the 4 hour. Kind of a lot to both sides, so I'm not trying to be too demanding here. Too demanding here. Ideally, I'd want to see the 10 a.m. power of 3 though. Get us above these highs. It's a nice sweep of that low. Yeah, still didn't take these lows. YM did. Could be offsides and looking for bearishness, but it's not what I'm looking at. Dollars rejected. They're working higher. Oh. Yeah, still failed to take the low. YM right now. Yeah, SMT with those highs. Still SMT with the lows. Still respecting this hourly gap. Took the sell side. I'd want to see it hold. I would want to see it hold. And this stop would still be below this order block consequent encouragement, which would be right here. Be below it. We should get closure above on this candle or the next. If we do, that's good for me. And I'd pull the trigger on it. Although I have this odd feeling I'm just off sides today, man. Worked below the new day opening gap. Checked it on the 15-minute, respected the gap. There's kind of this speedy run away. There's my closure if we do get above and stay above.
Order filled.
There we are. Top below the low and we're done. Dollar still rejecting this gap. That's good for me. Oops, wrong chart. I want to see it work. Stacking lows here. I want to see it work and run higher. I mean lower. And that'll give the run higher move here. And if you look closely, we have a model 22 as well. Market structure shift. Fair value gap, small one. Projecting it nicely. And a bullish order block here. Again, consequent encouragement here. Get rid of this daily. Orders there. It's good. First partial will be above this high. We'll take 2 off. Most likely we'll take 2 off. Let me see. Yep, we'll take 2 above. Can't speak. 2 off above that high here. We'll hold the final one up to that final buy side target that we have up there. It's a good expansion above these highs. London Crowell's reversal. We could at least look for this 10 a.m. high to get run into, right? Even if we work higher, fail to take it, and then it hits 11 a.m. and then we do like a little dip and push above this high. Because even if we're bearish, I would be looking at this high for us to get taken, or potential to reach into this high before the continued drop, which will be this hourly gap coming into, if we form it. But I'm bullish, right? I'm not looking for that. Again, we took the first loss. This will be the final trade for today, no matter what, because I'll be having to get ready for work soon. Good expansion. This gap to play is an inversion as well. This is a bullish reclaim gap. Muting the mic. Talking to myself about. What was I saying? Okay, I want NQ and ES to run these highs together. Excuse me, that'd be best case. ES already took this very small low. I would want to see us reject now. 1050 macro, last ditch macro, we'll look at. Keep that in mind. And we took this 15-minute sell side. Didn't realize. Took that, respecting the hourly gap. And traded into discount premium here of this range. So, at the minimum, I'm looking at this high to be blasted through, right? If we're gonna go for shorts, then, you know, you could potentially reach into this. And then if you keep in mind here, so this is that range, we dipped into discount. And then looking at this range, if we are offsides, I'm looking at, look, this is actually still within discount, but for me, if I'm offsides, potential reversal, this SIBI really, it will be the first partial. That'll be something I'll have to grow into on days like this, high resistance days, where we're like struggling to work our way higher, even though the structure's there for it. Dollar's still holding. Again, we're creeping up into 1050. Once we hit 1050, I really want to start to see speed to the upside. Oh. Let's get some podcast planned while we wait. Really do got to get ready for work soon too. Okay, for the site. God damn, that was loud.
That feeling when you check your bank account and your paycheck
Still loud as hell. Holy hell.
your calendar's all
month on average. and it really just comes. My payouts come down to how do I handle those red days? Are they manageable and small, or are they massive and setting me back days or weeks? And I think that's the case for a lot of people. I'm sure you see it because you talk to a lot of traders in Tradeify. You're probably seeing where most people win trades, but they just lose too much or they trade too much. So that one trade a day thing is just it's great advice. So copy trade, one trade a day. ES or NQ, is that worth talking about as a prop trading payout tip? Like is one
Another thing to keep in mind, once we get above these highs, I want to watch how we do it. If we go with speed,
I'll give you my honest
then
answer.
I'd be willing to hold up to here. If we kind of struggle to get above it, just kind of creeping up,
Because I think
then I'll take this final target at the Cibi.
data, the driving asset, and gives clean
Um,
rules, less
Yeah.
manipulations. Um,
So I'll actually adjust it,
posting from 10 to 11, and then
and
the
then
rest of the day, if you're trading PM sessions, that's just for me. I trade NQ only.
we do it. We do it.
a little more gas?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. So we got that. What other tips? Any other tips? I didn't mean to derail us there,
Okay,
but any other?
I'll give you another
tips?
Very recent highs here. We didn't take them on both.
Exactly. The real
YM is taking this low.
Okay, what do I mean by this? A lot of people will tell me, hey, boss, I have a 1 to 2 risk reward with a 65% win rate.
Reclaim gap here is where I want us to
Because I know
use it.
that what they're saying to me is that I
1049, right? 1050 getting very close. We can see a sweep of these lows.
same exact thing with a coin flip, let's say.
Essentially dipping into the inversion gap again to
You
send
can
this
roll
off.
heads literally 22 or 23 times. But
That'd
that
be
doesn't
crazy, but
mean
it's
that
true.
doesn't mean that you have edge, you know?
Looking ugly on the 1 minute for dollar for the bearishness like I'm trying to see. The 5 minutes still showing it.
A million times.
And that's where I want us to,
You will eventually
start to skyrocket lower.
Okay, which is the real statistic. If you back this so much with your trading strategy, then you will know the real statistic of your edge. What does that mean? It means that you're going to have the right expectations towards those markets. For me, I understood that in the beginning, I had the wrong mindset because I truly thought that the market should give me more than what my strategy was actually built for, you know? And I think a lot of traders struggle with that because they can't handle being up only 4 hours in a month.
This is a good refined 15-second inversion within the 1 minute inversion.
My strategy gives me around 5 to 7
Taking that sell side that I was pointing on the one
will be 12, 13.
macro and then running away.
If you're content with that 5 to 7 and you know that's what the market will give
Which is
you,
also a 1 minute order block
too much data on
here.
your
Small order block.
strategy, then errors, psychological errors are going to be way easier to handle. You're not going to be, you're not going to have bad expectations regarding this market if you have.
Low's already taken on ES.
That is one thing that I really struggle with. I really
If you fail to,
give me more.
would like to see us run these highs.
My data that okay.
And NQ lead the charge would be best.
No use to worry. That means that I'm going for something that is more consistent, but something that will
We don't.
less money than something that is higher.
I'm gonna adjust my stop to just below the consequent encouragement
So, do you want to go for consistent base hits that you're certain
of the
at any certain
order
amount of
block.
time, or do you want to go for something uncertain but
Which would be about right
I'll go for the certain because that's how I think and that's how I
there, if I'm not mistaken.
tells me to do.
I think most people probably sit in the same.
Yep, just below it there.
Do you think back to the tip about copy trading? Do you think everybody should be copy trading?
921.
Is there a point
25, yep.
if you're just trading one account, or like?
And
is that
we're
a fair
just
point?
below it, so let's
You trade your own money if you're just going to do one account, unless you really are
do
breaking.
919.
I think there's not a single point where you should.
Just 2 points below it.
Prop firms are still available to you.
Because the scalability is just so good.
Scalability. There is no way to put $1,000 into 35 with a live account. Compared to
Alright, we're at 1050. This is where I want to see the speed.
you could buy
Dollar's working higher. Alright, that could initiate the run lower. Not what I want to see though. Not what I want to see.
Don't know many people that have taken a $1,000 account.
Not yet, at least.
You're
Not
right.
yet.
I know a lot of people that have flipped it in prop firms. You're absolutely right. I know a lot of guys that have a 20,000 or 25,000 and make $5,000 and take out $5,000. Have 20 grand in there, make out like on their personal capital. But like you said, you're not going to get that 30.
Eyes being taken on dollar. Stacked lows.
Even 20,000, 10,000.
Not what I want to see though.
There's some of the accounts
It's initiating the run for lower prices on
may take some time, but if
these
you get the
indices.
of workouts every week, I think that then you can see the zoomed out vision of what trade.
So I'm gonna close.
Like you pointed out already, not linear income. This is not a job.
Ah,
You're not going to make the same amount of money every
No.
month. It's a little bit.
does it make sense to close? Where is the bearishness?
What are some of the things to get off?
If we went invisible here,
You're not
gap,
okay, but like if you think back to when you
trade back
started,
into the 5-minute gap.
things that you believed, that you questioned, and then it ended up it not being true. Because I'm just asking
SMT, respecting the SMT leg,
question their beliefs about
gap being used.
stand out to you when I
Yeah.
asked that.
I would say I used to think that
15-second.
it was
We take this
there was
high.
always a better strategy
No, very
because I was always comparing myself
equal highs there.
looking at the results of people on Twitter, Instagram, and
Just in range on the 15-second.
people, let's say, showing lifestyle. And I used to think that some people still just had something greater than me in terms of strategies.
Oh, it might be offsides, man. It might be offsides.
Related
Very
to
rough for me to be like, damn.
to a certain point after
Foolishness is so nice on NQ here. Like, it's so nice.
that you quickly understand that there's no strategies that have a 100% win rate. People will go in and out of that industry, and I saw it with my own eyes in the last 4 years. I saw some people in some crazy streaks and disappear. We are in a business with no barriers of entry, meaning that you will encounter gamblers, and I quickly saw that. And I used to think that there was always a better strategy than mine. I used to think that I'm always gonna try to pursue, always trying to learn something new in order to potentially find that edge that will give me an insane amount of money. But I understood that profitability is not something that as soon as you achieve, you you can drop your hands down and it's done. You're profitable, and now you're gonna make money for the rest of your life. It's more of a status that you need to work hard every single day in order to preserve. Exactly like your physical shape. It's exactly the same thing. I always say this. It's like if you get into a stage where you have a six pack, and of course you're the guy with the six pack, you have that status now. But if you start eating like shit, then you're gonna lose it. It's exactly the same thing in trading.
Dollar's just ripping highs.
You're not journaling. You're not trying to find reasons why, let's say you lost, or you're not trying to better your edge or understand what's currently happening within the current market conditions. You will lose that status. Or if you start over risking, not respecting your business plan when it comes down to prop firms, you will lose.
YM's looking completely opposite.
So I used to also think that as soon as you got profitable, you would not have any losing months, but it's not true. What else? What else can I think?
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
So both of those really go back to expectations of what you think it would be getting into trading versus what it ends up being after you take some licks and take some lessons.
Turbo Soup, what's ES doing? It's just still working lower as well.
That you will inevitably have if you stick with it long enough. Like you said, it will stay. And I think that's the best point probably that you've made on the whole podcast, because it is such a grind. And I'm super, like, when people ask me about getting into trading, I'm super try to be clear about that, of like how difficult it really is to stay consistently on top of it. It's so
Yeah.
hard because the market.
I want to see this gap inversed.
Changing, and I think if you humble yourself, you may have a chance. That's what I feel like it sounds like you've done. You humbled yourself to sit down and say, some of these things I got to question. Why am I believing that there's more out there for me that I don't already have?
Yeah.
And I totally agree, dude. There's so many strategies out there. Clearly, strategy is not the determining factor of your success. It's your mind. So let me transition for a second to a couple other questions. What do you do when you mentioned physical fitness? Are you a big believer in, like, you got to do meditation in the morning?
I think we're getting stopped out here.
Work out every day. Like, what's your
Maybe offsides.
Because if you eat McDonald's, you get stupid. Like, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so
Not even might be. We're definitely offsides. We're in longs here, right?
In good physical shape, you have to be in good physical shape in order to first show yourself that you are a disciplined person.
Agreed.
I would say confidence is built through proof and not ego, and hard proof behind why you're that type of person. You are waking up every single day at a certain time. You are going to the gym. You are eating healthy. You are still. Those are the smaller steps to discipline. And I think physical shape is directly correlated to your mental health, 100%. And I saw that also in my trading. The moments where I was inconsistent with the gym, you know, it's not about the trading results. It was more about doubting myself. When I was, you know, I was out of shape, I was doubting myself a little bit more. I had less confidence. I was, you know, I was weaker in my mind.
Because you
Um,
can't keep your word with yourself to go get to the gym. How can you keep?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
And I'm not too big into, like, you know, cold plunges in the beginning of the day,
same,
or,
bro.
you know,
Same.
one thing I
Better
like to
man.
do is walk. I really like to walk, but I live in Canada, so it's pretty hard to walk here in the winter. So I would say one thing that I'm big in is showing gratefulness and praying in general, or, you know, whatever
Yeah,
you
dollar's
believe
still
in.
ripping for highs.
For me, one of the biggest things that, you know, changed my perspective is showing gratefulness and always taking a step back and be like, damn, right now, even if
In longs, right?
I wanna become better, I wanna, you know, I'm not necessarily at the stage where I want to become, where I want to be in the future, but I am grateful for what I have right now, because some people
Order
have it
filled.
better than me.
Get out.
And having that
Gonna get
perspective
out.
of, okay, I am grateful for what I have.
I'm gonna reverse.
It makes you slow down your process.
Order
It makes
filled.
you understand that you don't need to go as fast as you think. Um, you know, you let's say you
Find
are
a
20,
move.
or let's say you are 25. You have time.
Stop above.
Even if you are getting older, you have time, plenty of time to make this work out. And if you try to rush the
Look at
process
this right
and
here.
jump
We
into
have
the
lots of
into the
SMTs
early
here.
stage
I think we're all
and
sides.
try to flip your accounts and try to make 100K
Buys.
in
We're
3 months,
done, right? So this
don't
gap
get me
got
wrong,
used.
that you're gonna blow all your money. That is for sure.
After this
To
SMT.
become a good, you know, to make money within this business, you gotta you gotta become a good trader.
This gap being respected the whole time.
You can't come with the
This
perspective
inversion.
of, I'm gonna win.
Overlapping.
If you come with that perspective, it's over immediately. So really big into gratefulness, into
Expansion lower.
showing showing love to what you currently have.
It
So
could always be worse.
yeah, the quote for
Then we
that
have
is,
this gap.
don't get too caught up
Upper
thinking about where you
quadrant.
want to be, that you don't make the best of what you currently have.
So true, bro.
This
And
low is
especially
where?
on social media now, it's so easy to compare yourself to somebody else and everything that other people have.
826.50.
They're making money. I'm not making money. They have this. They have that. It's easy to lose sight of the gratitude for sure.
826.50 and the upper quadrant is
You live
817.
in Florida. You're a
Yeah,
profitable trader now. What are you doing in ice cold
So we'll keep
Canada,
that
bro?
up.
yeah. I should leave soon. I should leave soon. I'm just waiting for a few things, but
So 826.50 would be the first.
Nice,
hopefully,
nice. Are you? Is family in Canada?
yeah.
Um, partial here.
I was in Florida for 5 years
Take
before
off
I
4 at
moved
826.50.
back up to be near family. So Florida's good, bro. I really enjoyed living there, especially for the taxes. Where I live now, I cut a nice check for state taxes like what 3 days ago, and it's awful. You know what I'm saying? But you Canada, the weather's bad and the taxes are bad,
Yeah.
so you got to get out there, especially now that you're
Absolutely.
doing well. When
I
Absolutely.
want to see
when
speed
you
below
wrap
this
up, I
low.
just got a couple more thoughts. The goal for someone, I want you to put yourself, and I do have a little bit older of an audience. Some of the guys are young for sure. Not taking anything away from you, young guys, but older guys, for you, you can get intimidated
I see this continued
with using
expansion.
prop firms
Then the upper quadrant
when
is
you sometimes
consummate
ask
encouragement is
people
731,
times, say, is
817.
instant funded always the route to go instead of an eval? Where in a lot of the case, the eval, you lose the consistency score. When you're funded, the instant funded, you keep that consistency score. You already kind of big up to the consistency score. So would you say even for that person that
731
says,
flat. What was
I've been
this?
making my own money, I haven't tried prop yet,
No,
I don't
731 and 3
know all
quarters.
these firms, all these rules, would you tell them straight to funded, instant funded, or would you say go cheap and start with the eval?
That's a very good question. I think you should.
Somewhere out there is a Chevy
Boom.
truck. And the person who drives it, well, that's a Chevy person. You probably.
So, you should find you the account.
That feeling
Uses
when you
these
check your
ads.
bank account
Getting
and your
killed with them on
paycheck's
this
days away.
podcast right now.
Was going into the order flow side. So,
Okay.
the VWAP, footprint chart, TPO chart,
Mm-hmm.
volume profile.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the analysis that I was making back then, or the understanding that I had over the charts, were based on the market auction theory. Were based on aggressive
Dollars running
buying,
higher, right?
aggressive selling, and Shout out
Working
to
to these
you.
highs.
At that time, I did not know, but it definitely helped me to
Dollar already
understand
took this high.
That makes
understanding
sense.
those concepts for sure.
Can we go deeper on the power of three? I'm very interested in that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, what I'm gonna be looking for usually is I'm trying to predict one singular candle on the chart. Okay.
Okay.
My goal from the start was
I want dollar to
to
just keep working
if I
higher now
can
at this
stack
point.
10 to 15 handles consistently every single day within the futures market, I'll be free for the rest of my life. I didn't care about
That being said, I'll be right back. I'm gonna manage this on my phone.
1 to 2s, 1 to 3s. I don't care if my setup looks
And
if it looks like shit. If it
yeah, your
moves
boy's
the
gonna
way
hop in the
it's
shower, so let me turn off the cam.
so how do I play
I'll
the
be
power
right
of three?
back.
I try to look at the higher time frame to tell me if in
Yeah,
fact
be right
I
back.
believe we're gonna print a bearish candle
All right. Good expansion lower here. I missed the scaling entry right here. Um, adjusting my stop here. Right there. We got to take off in 8 minutes. Oh yeah. Yes, already took these lows. Once the yen could catch up. Dollar's still working, price higher. Right, we're still showing bearishness. I mean bullishness. Another gap here. Let's see if we have a potential entry here. We could get in with one. Strong SMT here. Trade below consequent encouragement though. Still want this leg to hold us lower. And dollar to keep working higher. Looking at the 5 minute, we're trading within a 5 minute gap. This just stop to the order block, that'd be boom, so I'd get in 2 more. We trade into that gap. Oh. Could see a potential reversal here. Sweep below these lows and reverse. I do want to keep that in mind. Oh, we got within the gap. I didn't get my entry though. Gives it to us again. We could get in. Move our stop real quick to go to block high. There. Get ready to get in. We get into that gap again. And actually, inversion gap potentially too. Because we have nice stop run here potentially. I'm gonna get in on this entry and then I'm gonna take off. Gotta get ready to head off for work. I'll be managing the trade on my phone, and then I'll have the post coming in later for him.
Order filled.
Okay. We're now in. Let's adjust the stops. There. Got in within this gap. And we're gonna get out of here, chat. I'm gonna head off for work. Back tomorrow, repeat the process.